Hello, it's me.
Indeed, we did, corn dog, but we were experimenting other things as well. Welcome in, everybody. This is going to be a very interesting final game of the tourney, but it's fine. I mean, it's quite in a way easy to climb if you play the meta decks, but the point of currently ranking and whatnot is to try out the non-meta decks to see if it has any impact in the current meta, I guess. But look, welcome to the final tournament of Season 2 of the Narnia Lamp League. This tournament is going to be first partners / starters, legendary mythical Pokemon only. Now, just as a little announcement here, that everything that we've done here in terms of the gimmicks and whatnot is that this has been planned at least 6 weeks in advance or so. So we did not know there would be a Shining Revelry expansion among other things. So this is just part of the process, guys. But this will tie in kind of well to what we have for next week at Invitationals. But I will share something with you guys that is a good statistics, I think. So let's get right on into it, shall we? I've got my boy Trav here with me. We're going to do a little bit more casting for you guys. But hello. Hope you have a wonderful Easter so far. And if you don't celebrate it, totally fine. Hope you got some chocolate along the way. But here we go. Let's. I'll show you something. I know people are somewhat afraid of the current meta, but it is the way it is. We can't change it, and we still got like 11 minutes or so. So we'll see how many can check in before the tourney starts. I'm just going to quickly show one of the biggest tournaments out there at the moment, which is Ursi's tournament. So let's see. Let's see if I can bring this up for you guys to see. Thank you, Azure. Hope you had I hope everyone had a good one. Is it this one? I think it's this one. All right. So this is the tournament. We're gonna click over to. Let me maybe move it over here. All right, we're gonna click it over here. So this is Ursi's current tourney right now. Okay, guys. I know a lot of you guys are not. I mean, you guys are just not happy with the current meta, but I don't know. Before this was Arceus Dialga, right? So I mean that could make a comeback. That's part of the criteria of today's tournament. Why isn't anyone doing Arceus Dialga? I don't know. And hey Patrick, how are you? You have 7 immersive Giratinas. That is disgusting. But let's look at this. We're going to click on the meta game here of Ursi's current tournament that is still running, I believe, for tomorrow because it's a 2-day event. Now this, look at this. Do you see this number right here? She has one of the biggest tournaments out there. And 70 is Gyarados Manaphy, which is respectable, right? 62 Magnezone Meowscarada, but over 200 people with Giratina Darkrai. It's pretty insane what the stats are with this meta. So whether you like it or not, it's here for a while until hopefully. Now this is why I am an advocate for new sets coming out every however long, because it changes the meta. Otherwise this gets stale, and we're like a week or 10 days away roughly from the new set, I think. So it's pretty nuts that like a third of decks in Ursi's tournaments are Darkrai Darktina. So how long do you have to make to an Dialga Arc deck? You got 9 minutes, Aussie Oomph. If you want to make that, you can. I can have a quick look as well. We can have a quick look at the meta on our side. So this is the Narnia one. So right now, you can see it's not as bad. I love seeing... So this is kind of cool to see. Rather than 33%, it's 26% Darktinas today. We're going to also have a Darktina counter to see how many games we encountered Darktinas in our 6 rounds of Swiss. And you can see that there is Charizard Moltres is a good contender. We've got Giratina Mewtwo. That is also a popular one. I think it's harder to manage, though, than Gira or Darktina. We've got Blastoise, Manaphy, Palkia Manaphy. Actually, let me unmute. Hey, Trav, are you there? I've been chatting, and I think he's here. He might have gone to get something, but we'll see if he shows up. He is here.
What's
He is
going
here.
on?
Well, there we go. Yeah,
What's
we're looking at on the stream right now. We just looked at Ursi's amazing record of 33% of the decks of the tournament she's hosted so far today and will continue to do so tomorrow is Darktina. And we are a little bit lower than that. We're currently at 26.39%, unless someone watches here and then goes, you know what, let's change it up. But yeah, at least 25% is Darktina. Trav, are you excited?
Never been better.
We'll try and have fun with it, guys. We will. We'll try and have fun with it. And look, I understand it's a really important tournament today because it's double points, which means that you don't necessarily have to win to make it to invitationals next weekend, but you do have to score high enough. So I understand the necessity sometimes for a meta deck. But having said that, we've got a few different ones. Like we were saying, we have Blastoise Manaphy. We've got Palkia Manaphy. We've got Giratina and Uxie, which is the Lake Trio. I kind of hope to see some gameplay of that. We've got I think it's an 18T Palkia deck. We've got Dialga Arceus. I don't know if this is Aussie Oomph because I just want here. There's Dialga and Giratina. For some reason, there's one person that just shows Manaphy. I don't know why. It's just a Manaphy in there. Articuno, and then we've got Giratina, Cresselia, as well as Arceus and Mew.
what I was expecting with
Let's go,
this
Aaron.
format
Yes.
was us getting basically Giratina, Darkrai,
Mm-hmm.
and like every matchup would be Giratina Darkrai versus Mewtwo and Giratina,
Mm.
but it's not seeming to be the case.
At least that's a little. You know what? I have never wanted to cheer for Charizard decks as I do now. And funny, I say this because I think last week's final was Charizard versus Charizard.
I
Um,
think so too.
so, but I think because it's that element of chance that keeps me into the hooked into being able to see more because all it was about coin flips, and they were able to uh get that on the roll with the with Moltres and everything. So we'll see. Yeah, no, Charizard wasn't the coin flipper, but we can show a little bit of what happened last week. We'll carry on with some more slides later on because presentation is key for a lot of things, guys. But we just wanted to show you at least in the first part here. It was coin flip decks here. It was Magmortar. Yeah, sorry. It wasn't Charizard. It was Moltres, Magmortar, and Rapidash. Those were the ones that we were watching a lot, which was really cool to see. Really cool to see you guys pivot around that. Last week, Corndog took the crown. Zega, back-to-back second place. He played phenomenally well. Just unlucky at the final stretch, but I think Zega's in good standing right now. And we've got Servac, which came third with the return of Celebi and Executor. Now, this will only show a couple of slides here. We'll carry on to show a few more later on, but this is the final tournament of the series. Now, this is starters and legendaries. You can see bonus points will be applied to this one, and we will finish off by showing you the current leaderboard. So far, these are the current winners who's gotten. So there's 16 spots in the invitational. However, based on whoever won here, we're going to take away that. So we've got currently 9 winners. So you got Tort, Don, Ishan, Vivi, Peeg, Lance, Oves, Stormcastle, and Corndog have booked their ticket to invitationals. Now, in the case that one of these amazing peeps wins again, then we will go down the ladder of who will be able to get a spot next. And keep in mind, they have 24 hours to accept the invitational thing and submit the decks and everything. And if they do not, we will contact the person next in line. But here's just a little kind of a teaser here that this is from 11th to 20th. So Hubbles is currently 11th, Hurston 43, Magikarp Fish there with 40, Dr. Burt there also with 40. You can see there's like a huge, a close line here. But even if from 13th to 16th is here, 17th, like it's basically 1 second place can change everything because I believe the points is pretty significant if we can see some more, but you can see that this is part of the cards that are available. So starter cards, guys. Story-wise, Pikachu counts. I know I had some people ask me about Eevee. Eevee is not part of it. Sorry to burst the bubble for some. And yeah, this is what you can use. But just to finish up here, there's your point place. This is for up to 64 participants. First place, second place. These points will mean something, which we'll show later on. But hope you guys enjoy. Otherwise, you can check the Discord as well. But yeah, Trav, we're starting in 2 minutes. Now, if you guys can share your screen as well, that'd be awesome.
Just cracked open a Red Bull.
Are you ready?
It's gonna be a good morning, 4 a.m. Shout out my East Coast Americans.
You got 2 minutes, Aaron. You got 2 You have 2 minutos to get your deck ready to go. I should have done this earlier. Time to quit your League game? Yeah, you probably should quit the League of Legends game. That would probably help. But we'll be up soon.
Shouldn't be playing League in the first place. That's crazy.
You got a minute and 13 seconds. I'll give you guys what I do these days as well. I don't know how it works on Limitless, but I'll just give it like a minute as well. In like once it goes down to 0, you have a minute to see if you can do anything before I press the start tournament button. Okay? Hey Joe, how you doing, buddy? What am I saying? What I'm saying is win. Yes, just win. If you win, you don't have to worry about this. But there's a reason why there is a leaderboard in place. And let me see if I can bring this up. So this is actually good here. I can store you guys for a little bit. This is probably a better look as well, so you can see the leaderboard. But let me close this. All right, so this is the current leaderboard from first. So we talked about top 8. This is your top 8 at the moment, but you can see that the points is pretty close across the board. Top 8 gets power. And that power is going to shape the invitational game. I told Trav a little bit about it to remind him, but I'll remind you guys probably at the end of round 6 as well. So you guys know what you're fighting for at stake, because that's why we always tell you guys to stay for each round if you can, because points will matter, and we're going to see if it pays off for some of you guys. Don, stop one. Don, aren't you away? You're not supposed to be playing today, right? All right. The tournaments, we're going to get ready to start soon. Ban Puff. God, can you imagine? All right, let me just check. All right, Joe's ready. Default's ready. I like the fact that some of our guys are already ready to, you know, get the screen share. So I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. Trav, you may have auto muted. I'm not sure. And yes, there are guillotinas everywhere, Dr. Zed. It's the norm. A few weeks ago, you guys were complaining about Arceus and Dialga. I feel like no one's ever happy when they go competitive. You're gonna get hit with a 3-minute waiting time after I go AFK in my red game and then can't do much. That's all right. 72 hours to get ready. You have, you know what? We're gonna press start in. Let me get stuff ready. So the greatest part about having Trav as my partner here is I can get stuff ready while he gets to check out all the decks. Now I will try and tell Trav if we can see the decks or not, so he doesn't spoil. But hopefully, I mean, from what I know, I think Joe's not going Dark Tina. So I don't know about default, but I'll check with Joe. He's not going Dark Tina, so at least we might be rooting for one of the guys that we are watching. But good luck, everyone. All right. Hey, Bronson, let's go. All right, make sure that you got everything ready. Here we go. We're going to start in now, actually. Good luck, everyone. It has started. You have 40 minutes. It's quite long. Quite long. Zard, baby. All right, that's good to know. But, yeah. All right, here we go. Let's look at the pairings now. I'm going to... Wait, who already won? What a lucky guy. Giratina the goat. You see your first mirror already? Okay. Trav, who do you want to see, bud?
Let's take a look at Joe.
All right, we're going for Joe first, so give us a sec. He's already popping in the password, which we appreciate. All right. Give me a sec while we get this all ready for you. Now, I think with Joe, he doesn't mind sharing his cards. Oh, no, he says hide. Never mind. We're hiding cards now, which I can understand in terms of the meta being using so many more Mars and red card these days. It's hard to not hide it. But there you go. That's on the way. I've censored it to the side, so hopefully you'll be able to see it. And hey, Pike, happy Easter for you as well, bud. Hope you're having a great morning thus far. Now, I am a bit sick, so I'll be coughing a lot, so hopefully Trav can take over the duties.
Well, of course.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, Joe's versing Jeffrey. Let me have a look at the pairings here. And I'm going to bring up the stuff, so give us... Give us a moment. So Joe, cards are hidden. So you will have to talk in code.
Okay. Yep. I got this. I mean, Joe will go in second. So we got a Moltres start for him.
Oh, Moltres start. That's good.
Uh,
Hang on, the
mhm.
sensor bar is.
His
I have to make it a
opponent is
bit
rocking
higher.
Celery.
Hang on. Why is it so small here? Hang on, I gotta change some stuff here.
The only Pokemon in this
There we go.
deck. What other grass mythicals are there?
Starters as well. So you got starters as well. So you can do
Oh,
like the Venusaur line and whatnot. So
Superior
Superior
Celebi, maybe?
Superior Celebi is oldie, isn't it?
Oh, no.
It's an oldie.
Yeah.
I mean, these were banned cards. So if
My
it doesn't,
favorite.
yeah, if it's banned, it means you can't use it. Now I'm trying to position it in a way, guys, so you can see that at least the energy card that Joe has. Now, not that it is matters too much because he's all fire,
Research.
but there we
Raju.
go. Very high
Playing
default.
with
I
the
believe you bring it.
balls already. He
And
gets a Charmander.
all right,
Looking like a very good start for him.
that's good. That's what we like to see.
This is also like an insanely good matchup for him as well.
Yeah. Why?
I
Why do you
mean,
say that?
Celebi Superior can't really get off the ground before Charizard does, as long as you kind of hit your coin flips.
Mm.
You only have to hit 2 heads twice, and then you can knock out the Celebi and win the game pretty quickly. Because the Superior can't one-shot you back,
Yeah.
so you can charge it up while killing the Superior.
All right, we're almost there, guys. Give me a moment. I love how sometimes when
Ultra's onto the bench.
All right, there we go.
We're dancing again.
Okay, I get to see
I
what you
didn't know
see.
this was coin flip week.
I mean,
Oh
holy,
my god, 3 heads.
that's a fantastic. This is kind of funny because it's almost, yeah, it is almost like a coin flip week between these two decks.
Yep.
All right, alrighty.
I mean, the best cards right now are coin flip cards. I hate to say it, but well, except for Giratina and Darkrai.
It
But
is high risk, high reward in a way,
yeah,
but you have expressed a few times that the coin flip mechanic or whatnot in this game is somewhat overpowered.
I mean, they get good damage for the cost,
Yeah.
but they hang it on like this carrot of like flip good coins.
Mm. I mean, this is going to be kind of scary for Jeffrey right now. Like, if I was watching here, I wouldn't like because I have the sensor bar on. I don't know if Joe has Charizard in his hand or not. So that's
I
a
don't know
kind of
either.
scary thing. But the thing is, though, most of the times when you go up against this deck, you know that uh they or like the energy is there. So he plays Iona here, which may have helped Joe. I don't know. Okay,
Okay.
well, I think it definitely did
No,
help Joe.
yeah, it definitely helped Joe. He had two comms and a two comms and a Charmeleon in hand,
Yeah.
and then he went to two comms and a
Just
Charizard.
so I think he upgraded, guys. So this, if Jeffrey's watching, if he did watch the stream, uh, I think he knows. Oh, I'm screwed. Thanks, Corto.
Has an X speed here,
Hmm. X
so
speed. Wait, did he top deck the
he
X speed? Because yeah, he top decked the X speed, didn't he, or something?
no, he top decked research and got
Oh,
an X speed.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, good, cool dog. Congratulations. All right,
This game
so
one is looking over.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, like if Joe had two
He
comms and a
flipped
Charmeleon
five
before,
heads.
he had a high chance of already getting the Charizard.
He
Um,
also flipped 5 heads over 2 turns.
yeah, Joe's favorite deck is Charizard. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people love Charizard. It's one of the decks that have really sustained over the course of the expansions. And you can see its results still here. Still helps. Every card that's come in has really helped. Now, we know Joe's put in a Mars, Iono, Sabrina here, so that's pretty good to see. And it's interesting to see that on Jeffrey, the superior Celebi, it's almost old school, except for the two Ionas. But this is kind of bad for Jeffrey because I think Iono here actually helps Joe more than himself.
Yeah, it does. Um, if there's 2 things that I know will always be persistent in the format, it's Executor and Charizard. And Joe's proving that Charizard Charizard deserves a win once in a while, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they won last time. Well, actually, to be fair, it was a Moltres show that won last time. So I guess Charizard is yet to see a win.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, I guess not default. I don't know why they don't have an Erica. So just to let you know, there is no Erica in this deck, in Jeffrey's deck.
That is
But
weird.
I guess it's gone for the super class glass cannon build or something. Like hit them before they hit you, essentially. Now,
Get as much energy as possible,
yeah,
try to kill them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Joe has to go first this time, so this is good for Jeffrey, but we'll see how it goes.
Is
All
there any disruption in Jeffrey's deck?
just Iono, which is not really a disruption for Joe.
That's not good.
Mm. But to
No
be fair, they're
Sabrina?
trying it in. No Sabrina. No, there's two Leafs, two Iono. But I guess yeah, it's essentially build before like build before they can, attack before they can. But
Yeah.
it's essentially getting your Celebi online. So I think one of the flaws here with Jeffrey's deck is that if you don't start with the Celebi in your hand, I feel like you're already behind.
I
And
can agree with that.
it's possibly a case right now. Oh no, he does have a Pokeball. But it could be Jeffrey's
He's
first match, so we encourage all newbies.
true. And I don't think his build is horrible per se, but the matchup is just bad for him.
It is. It is type disadvantage. I think if it was against Arctina, it might not be too bad actually. If it was against Arctina,
It would
um,
absolutely destroy Darktina,
but
I would think.
unfortunately he draws into fire, which is very few people who draw into that. So Joe's got a pretty good first round, and let's also
He
say
got
that our
another Snivy with his Pokeball.
yeah, I don't
That's no
that
bueno.
that's a scary
And he's
thought.
not even using promo Snivy, so he can attack this turn.
I mean, he could attack next turn. Maybe
Yeah,
that's the
but he
plot
can't.
twist here. He's actually
Yeah,
using Superior to attack.
yeah, but if he was using promo Snivy, the math works out. One,
Yes.
two, four. Yeah, but no Charmander from Joe here,
Mm. That's
so it's looking like an ants.
well, I mean, at least Joe has Moltres, so it's someone to attach energy onto, so that's good. Except there's no energy to be attached this time, so let's go. Jeffrey might be able to come on. I mean, they're both kind of bricks, right? So
Balanced as all things should be, you know.
mm. I mean, you said Joe flipped 5 heads out of the 6 coins last game, so the balance is there that he's flipped 0 for this one so far.
True.
But Jeffrey needs
Maybe
to
he'll
evolve
flip
this.
one.
At least evolve. At least, okay, Celebi's there, but are you going to evolve? I would even be bold to say that Jeffrey could have chucked in like a Dawn if he already has energy on something like Snivy or whatnot. He's got 2x speeds, but no Dawn, and that would have helped at least push some extra damage into Celebi's way. But there is a glaring, worrying problem. Oh no, he's got Servine. Double
You got
Servine.
two.
I actually think, yeah, he's going in for an attack. He's not stocking up on Celebi. He's straight up attacking the Moltres. That is wild.
I mean, this isn't a horrible play because, like, if he has Superior next turn, he could start putting energy on his Celebi on the bench and still deal damage.
I mean, Joe still doesn't have a Charmander, it seems.
Nope.
Oh, he went from 0 coin. Like now, it's literally reverse. 5 out of
Yeah,
6 coins were tails. Jeffrey may able to, Jeffrey may be able to get a win here. Does he have 2 superiors in his hand? That would be nuts.
That would be kind of crazy.
There's the one.
Only the one on the bench so far.
Oh, just the one. Okay.
I would have loved the one in front, to be honest, because it doesn't get one shot by Moltres. Joe thinking about using Sabrina.
Not sure if Sabrina would do much in this scenario unless his Moltres can attack. But he's already chucked an energy on the Charmander. I think he quickly threw that energy on Charmander before he thought about anything else. So now Moltres can't attack.
He might be thinking about switching this Moltres out. No, never mind.
So this is kind of worrying a little bit for Joe, as Superior is able to do damage and KO the Moltres. Celebi can start stacking up, and Superior is kind of cozy right now. And I guess he couldn't Sabrina here because he'll just chuck out the Celebi, I guess.
Yeah, it's looking very scary because he's gonna kill the Moltres this turn, and even if Joe Sabrina's, he's gonna Sabrina into
Jittery.
the Celebi, and his Charizard is not online, so he's not gonna kill the Celebi, and then the Celebi will be killing him on the crackback with 6 coins.
Welcome in, Jittery. We're just doing some casting with Pocket right now with my boy Trevinium. Woke up at 4 a.m. just for me. I appreciate him very, very much. Trevinium is one of the key people I value in my life, as he brought all the... Actually, Jittery, you met Trav, I'm pretty sure. But Mars, okay. I mean, it's a bit late, though, for Mars. And if Joe saw, there's not really anything that would be supremely damaging to Joe had he Mars, but I guess it slows him down.
True. Kind of wish you had a Sabrina here if you're the Celebi player.
Well,
That's less coins you have to... Well, not really.
This is... Now, I don't...
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same amount of coins either way. I'm thinking now that I'm wrong.
It's crazy twice. That's nuts, actually. You can't afford this game? No, just it's free to... There's a lot of free to play. Jittery, talk to Dislike. He's super free to play. And he's doing very well in terms of card collection. Contrary as well, there's a few people who are free to play. I would get tips from them. Do not get tips from me. But this is crucial. This is Jeffrey's chance to get back in the game.
Coins.
We've seen some horror flips. We've seen some horror flips before, but yeah, 50-50. That's not a... That's bad, good, bad, good.
Oh no.
This is
Jeffrey's one saving grace
Oh!
is... Oh, never mind. That's GG's.
Jeffrey, yeah, you can't trust me. You can't trust me.
Jeffrey.
Alright, so did he
So
actually...
sad.
He top-decked the Charizard.
He top decked the Charizard.
Yeah.
I was like, his one saving grace was no Charizard, but he just top decked it
You said it
as I
and it
was
just,
saying that.
yes, it manifested into the scene.
I didn't even fully say it. I didn't even fully say it.
Well, it's the result is there, ladies and gents. It's right there. So Joe has won the first round so far of 6 rounds of Swiss. So we're gonna have a quick look. So yeah, all good, corn dog, all good. Focus up, lock in, buddy, lock in. It's important that you lock in. But thank you for that, Joe. All right, we'll have a quick look because that was pretty quick in a way. So let's have a look at. Let's see.
We
Who
got
else is still
Cherry
in?
Dog, your King of Stars.
We can try. Where's King of Stars? Is King of Stars still playing? He is. He's one. He's up 1-0. And Cherry Dog is currently. I can't even find him. Oh, he's also up 1-0. But we'll check out King of Stars because I don't think we've seen King of Stars as much. And
Okay.
we'll try and hurry up. All right, gonna respectfully mute deafen so you can't hear us. Alrighty. So let's have a look at this one. This is King of Stars. You can hear the music.
It's another Charizard.
Oh, really? Oh, but it's
Yeah.
against the Lake Trio,
Lake
guys. Hang on. Let me try and get this for you guys. I don't know if I have time to put up the screen sheet and everything, but let me try and make this smaller as well. Actually, can we watch Cherry Dog stuff?
Hmm?
No, not Cherry Dog, sorry, King of Stars. Oh, we can see his hand, so you can talk freely. You can talk freely.
His opponent has a full Lake Trio on board, but
I
it's
see some trouble coming.
his Azelf is about to die to this Charizard here.
There we go.
And
Hey,
then
Narco.
this is the problem with the Lake Trio. You need all three on board,
Mm,
and the one that's good at attacking needs 3 energy.
it's pretty rough.
I think the Lake Trio should have got like, instead of having it be like 3 energy do something,
Yeah.
have it be like 1 energy to knock out your opponent's active, and then have it still be 70 HP.
Yeah.
I think
I,
that would
it's
make it
I
pretty
mean,
good.
I think a lot of people already saw it as like a gimmicky kind of thing. Um, I think it was talked that like the trio would never be used in a tournament format. But here we are,
Yeah,
guys.
it's like even as a gimmick it's horrible. Like you can't win anything with it.
Mm.
Because you need all 3 on board plus 3 energy
It's
on
it's
the
quite
master.
it's quite slow to start up. Um, essentially.
There is a way that this guy can win here though, because if his opponent knocks out this Giratina
Yeah.
and they have the other 2 Lake Spirits in hand, he can knock out this Charizard. But he doesn't knock out the Giratina, so he's just gonna have to wait one more turn.
Mm. Is he cooked? Let's see. This is like the first time I've seen it as well. Jittery, the meta is so different now these days. I don't think you can Azure. We had like a whole week for people to sign up and everything, and if you miss the deadline, you miss the deadline, unfortunately. Um, like you got to check in, submit deck list and everything. Uh, but hopefully I can help you out the next time you sign up. You can always ask as well in the Discord and everything.
Why is he doing this? He doesn't have he does he
There
have Walker?
is there he does have a Dawn. This does 160 damage, which is quite nuts if he can find a Dawn onto the
I'm
Misperi.
pretty sure I'm pretty sure he
No.
used a research that turn. So I think he preemptively went into the active because like
I'm assuming King of Stars still has 2 more points to go, so I don't. Yeah, actually, I don't know why he's doing this.
yeah, because he would have knocked out this Charizard.
King of Stars going up against not Jeffrey.
Ultra's onto the bench is just gonna one shot this misfit.
I see no reason to use Crimson Storm here. Absolutely none. Just keep in mind, the Redev, who is the top trio, or a late trio, does have a Team Rocket Grunt and all that stuff. I just haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You played this Moon Moltres Loki Cooks the
You
Gira Lake
don't
deck?
you don't see a
Okay,
reason that
Bronson.
Crimson Storm you said?
I see no
But
reason not
next
to use it. Like,
oh, okay. I was about to say.
yeah, and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's CG.
King of Stars
Wow.
has won his game. And funnily enough, we still haven't seen the Dark Tina, so let's enjoy this moment, guys.
I'm not gonna lie, the Lake Trio actually could have won that game.
I think it had a good chance. I think
Yeah,
they had a
because
good
it would have it
chance.
would have it would have killed the Charizard after he killed the Giratina.
Mm,
And then what does a Moltres do by itself with no energy?
mm. Well, there's 6 matches to go, guys, with 15 minutes. We have Jashu 1-1 against WX Chan. We have Teddy and Magikarp Fish. And we have Big Mac and Hanzo 1-1. Narco's playing as well against Default. Wait.
Default is in the Discord.
Okay, we can watch Default. Let's go. All right, just seeing
I
if we're here on time or not.
Alright.
Ngako looks like he's about to give me a sec, guys. It looks like he's about to finish the job. I'm not sure. I saw there's a
Nah, it's going into a last point.
oh, it's a last
Um,
point. Okay. So is
yeah,
this Blastoise and Manaphy?
yeah, Blastoise.
Blastoise Manaphy against wait, is this Dark Tina? are we
I'm
are we
I'm
finally
thinking
watching
it's
Dark Tina?
Darkrai.
Let me have a quick look, guys. Defaults deck.
Unless it's pure Darkrai for some reason.
Uh Sorry, I'm just
Second
yeah, it is Dark
energy.
Tina. We are watching the eyes of a Dark Tina, ladies and gentlemen.
Nako is losing this game. Nako lost this game.
Oh, so it might be 1-1. 1/3 of a chance of
To the
time. To be fair,
Blastoise win game.
we did go through 3 different matches. So the stats okay, we found a Dark Tina today, guys. I thought we may have dodged all of them in round 1, but no, it's fine. It's so long as it's I think so long as it's not a mirror, I think that's fine most of the time, right? If it's not a mirror.
I mean, even if it is a mirror, we've still seen Celebi.
Mm,
We've seen the Lake Trio. We've seen Charizard twice. We've seen more Charizard than Darktina.
mm. Wait, Nga, did you lose round 1, buddy? Because I think he's done, right?
Was it already 1-all?
Yeah, let me check. Uh, yeah, it was 1-1. So default just won that last one. Oh, your match was mirror. Okay, cheerio. I mean, it was a chance. But okay, thank
We
you.
didn't watch Cherry.
Yeah. We saw it for a little bit, guys, but we'll have a quick look at the table here. All right, we've got about 15 minutes. You guys are pretty set right now. Big Mac versus Hanzo's. Hanzo sometimes stream. Magikarp Fish sometimes stream if he's in top cut and his internet holds out. And we also got Joshua as well, who also sometimes stream. They're 1-1. And if we were to look at the standings while we're waiting, Man, there's on the top half here. There's a lot of Moltres Charizards, and I don't know if I feel. I don't think I feel negative about it in terms of. I don't mind watching Charizard, I guess, because like I said, coin flips determine their fate. I don't know how Joe pulls out Mission Impossible Charizard every time, but he does.
Your hate for Darkrai Giratina is my hate for Executor.
Well, that's
I
guys.
just realized.
Like I have dropped out of Masters in my rank because I'm just experimenting, and honestly, 9 out of 10 games, 9 out of 10 has to be Darktina right now. The bottle has gotten so insane that everyone that I've gone up against, except obviously 9 out of 10, is Darktina, and it's just nuts. Because I want to try and make other decks fun to play and whatnot, and unless I want to play something like Gary, Char and all that stuff, who I know can beat Darktina, I can't experiment with others. So, yeah, it's just the way it is. But yeah, since we've got 3 matches to go with 13 minutes, leave Scarada, but leave you're not allowed. It's okay. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, Darkro, how you doing, bud? Welcome in.
Isn't
It's
Meowscarada a
me.
starter? You could have played Meowscarada.
Sorry, Aaron. Look, play what you can. If you can't and you don't want to, just play what you can. But if you can't, you can always drop out. It's totally fine. But if you're playing for points and all that stuff, try and do so. Hope you're doing well, dude. Yeah, we're just hosting a tournament right now, Darkro. Okay, while we're waiting on them, let's finish up on. Actually, no one else is streaming right now, right? Let me check. Cherry is on chill. Joe's on chill. Default's on chill. Okay. 2 matches to go. All right. We might finish up a bit earlier, but we'll see how it goes. Default, never say never. Just try all the way. See how you go. Just say you need to go to the toilet because you've got the runs. No one can ever argue with you. No, don't do that. 16, yeah, 16. Let me see if I can continue on what we had here while you guys are just waiting. If I can find it, because I can't find it. Oh, let's get rid of that. Oh, here we go. All right, so we were up to, I think that one. Hang on, let me get rid of this. This one here. All right. So this is just expected participants up to 64. And this is invitational tournament info for people to know. So the format for next week will be double elimination, best of 3 conquests, meaning that you have to win with 2 different decks. Also, the participants will be the top 16, minusing the 10 winners, plus 6, minus the 10 from the winners of the tournament, unless you're a repeat winner, plus 6 through points. Each deck has to have unique Pokemon cards, and each deck must have a different energy generated from the energy zone. So stuff like Magneton can be used, but in terms of the energy that comes out of the energy zone has to be different from your other deck.
Yeah, you gotta be if you're playing Dark Zone, you cannot play Dark Rye or Magnezone anymore.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
But also just to finish up with the last point here, which will be very interesting for Surf. So we did this tournament, we carried through with this because we knew that the meta was quite Darktina-like. But this is the ban. This is the reason why you have points involved. There will be a total of 12 Pokemon cards and 2 trainer cards that will be banned in next week's Invitational. And how this determines to be banned, as you can see here, whoever is first on the leaderboard, they get to ban the 3 Pokemon cards and 2 trainer cards. Second and third place, will, in terms of points, will ban 2 Pokemon cards each, and then 4th to 8th will ban 1 Pokemon cards each. And once this data has been received, you guys who have made the invitationals will have to make 2 different decks based on what's been banned, and that should really lead into a more exciting tournament, I would say, knowing that you can't use certain cards that is currently dominating the meta. And it's a good way to finish the invitationals, as after this invitationals is done next week, I believe that the new set will be announced, or it'll be teased by the time the new invitational comes out, and we'll get to see what you guys are going to cook. So I know that Don is currently first by a little bit, but he couldn't play today, so he's just going to have to watch. You might still make top 8 though, Don, so you might have a presence in what you want to ban. And how this works out later on as well, guys, is that when the top 8 players, whoever is basically first to call out a ban, they'll get to ban. We'll just ban it straight away. So there won't be repeat bans. Like there won't be like 2nd place and 7th place both banning Giratina, for example. If one Giratina is banned, they'll have to look at something else. And when we say Giratina, it has to be like, you have to specify as well. It has to be either Giratina or Giratina EX, or they may just troll you and decide to ban the Dragon type Giratina. The one that is pretty sure almost unusable. The one that's like
I think
Psychic Grass and colorless, but will remove a random energy after it attacks. But
I
yes.
think I like the prospect of this tournament, but it could get really scary because some people could troll with their bans and be
Well, that's their choice. That's why the leaderboard
Yeah.
tribe, they have that entitlement if they want to troll. Like imagine just banning Charmeleon. because
It's
Charmeleon, there's 2 variants of
no
Charmeleon.
rare candy.
Yeah.
No rare candy.
There's 2 variants of Charmeleon, but you know what I mean? Like imagine if you just ban Magneton, the one that charges electricity, right? You can still go Magnezone, but you have to do it through a different route. So it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. Ban Professor and Pokeball. Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's why there's only 2 supporter cards banned, right? And honestly, whoever's first almost has the power to
You
troll.
don't ban Professor. You don't ban Professor and Pokeball.
It'll be
you
funny.
ban Cyrus and Sabrina.
Cyrus, Sabrina
and then you
banned?
play. Yeah, and then you play Giratina. if it doesn't get banned, which it probably will. But
Wow. Okay, we have just finished, guys. We've just finished round 1. So that's good. Let me just we've encountered 1 Darktina today so far. So we're gonna head into round 2
I'm
very
pretty
shortly.
sure we're about to watch another one because I want to watch Cheery Dog.
You want to watch Cheery Dog? Okay. Well, let's end the round. And we're going to give it like a minute in case there's any issues or whatnot. But I think you guys have been pretty good so far. And now that we have done that, we're going to go check into the current status. So these are your current winners right now. In terms of winners, at least there's a spread of people who've won. We've seen, obviously, Darktina and Charizard Moltres has won. Palkia Manaphy is up there in the winning bracket. There is a Palkia and Origin Form. So Corn Dogs won, Palkia EX and Origin Form Palkia, who's won as well. There is a Lake Trio that won. Giratina EX Uxie. So hopefully, I'm from France too. So from Elox. So hopefully he'll be able to keep on going. That'd be really fun to see.
Giratina's actually. Am I crazy to think that Giratina makes the Lake Trio viable?
No, Giratina makes a lot of cards viable, guys. I mean, look, we got Gengar to Masters because of Giratina. Giratina is an enabler for a lot of decks.
It brought back Mewtwo as well.
Yeah.
Like, Mewtwo was dead for, like, an entire set cycle.
So this is kind of cool to see. I would love to watch the Lake Trio again, because I don't get to see it a lot. Neither do you guys, right? To see it in a tournament field is crazy.
Yeah,
But
that's
this
an 3-card combo.
he's the one guy. The other two, so there were 4 Giratina Uxie decks, and he was the only guy that won with it. So there's a 1 in 4 chance that he one game win and 3 losses. So, but Palkia Manaphy has 80% win rate. Giratina Darkrai, no surprises for the first round, is a 68.42% win rate. Look at the people who lost. Why Aussie Wolf? Why are we scrolling down to your name? Nah, see, you won. You won, buddy. Portland Poliwags. I love that name. Yeah, there's a
That is a
few.
dope name.
There's some big names on Lost. I mean, Yako there is a bit of a surprise. Pika Ice Tea. I'm guessing you guys verse like some pretty crazy peeps. But Tech Roller, okay. Ellie lost too, unfortunately. I like Ellie. She was the one who came up with the Heatran. But it's been overcooked and I've lost every time with Heatran. Very hard to play. Anyways, all right. Looks like we're done. So we're going to get ready for the next round, guys. So it's okay if you're a little bit late, but we're going to get ready. So here comes round number 2. We are apparently going to watch Cheery Dog next. Heatran could have been played in this tournament. Let me think.
He is technically a myth.
Yeah, you're right. Heatran, Arceus, and Charizard. That was the build that we had. I'm sad no one plays it. Because I think it actually could do well against Dark Tina, but I never versed it. I always versed Gary, which was annoying. All right, best of luck, everyone. That's a beautiful emote, Jittery. Glad to see you here. Hopefully you're well rested. But round 2 has commenced, so we're going to